can talk past that.
Alright, so I'm gonna do the same thing to your backup system.
I went with the silver, because why not?
Because he can.
Right.
Looks like something Star
I
Trek.
debated the hot pink, but
Well, I thought you might go purple, but I don't think they really had a purple.
Alright.
I think they might have. I thought about it. In the end, I just I went with the basic.
If you must.
I'm recording, Mom, if you don't want to.
Well, if I don't, Carla's gonna hurt me. I had a cousin in Pennsylvania that if she could have been here, she'd have been here.
Oh.
It's her own fault for moving to Pennsylvania.
That's what I say.
Okay, so I'm gonna just put this on you. This is connected to the computer.
Mhm.
The first thing I'm gonna do is run a test of the internal device. So
Mhm.
basically it's measuring the electrical output of each of those 16 electrodes
Yeah.
to see if there are any of them that are acting up. So we want to know ahead of time if there's anything that we need to deactivate or turn off. And then we'll start the programming. Okay? So you won't hear anything at first when I put it on, but just know we're doing some testing.
It's a process. Figure if I can hear by the time I'm 40, I'm happy.
There you go. I'm gonna put another magnet on the underside. So there's a little
Concave.
plastic piece, a little adhesive piece with some little grippers on it. And I'm gonna take that off. And then I'm gonna actually get rid of the adhesive, because if we have the adhesive and the magnet, we'll never get the magnet out. And we will eventually want to take this magnet out because it's the one that's closest to your skin.
Mhm.
So we want to make sure that we don't have more magnet strength than we need. So it's normal for it to fall off occasionally. It's normal if you accidentally
do a lot
brush
of-
it.
I do home delivery,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So if it falls off a lot, I can make we can figure it out. But
There are a couple different.
if it makes it through all that, then that'll be
Okay.
fine.
There are a couple different options as far as the retention. Some people just put an athletic sweatband
Mm-hmm.
around it just to keep it on and protect it. There are also some, we can make like a retention ear mold that goes in your ear to keep it on in case it falls off. But we can,
Oh, that I'm not worried about that. Just like that part.
right, but if this falls off, the
Oh.
whole
Oh.
thing will fall off. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put one more on the outside. I like that better.
That's a better grip. I can
Mhm.
feel.
I like that better. Okay. So I'm gonna go over here where it says condition right, and that basically just runs a pulse through the electrode just to, so over the month, stuff just settles on the electrode contact. So this just kind of blows the gunk off of the contacts,
Good
so
way
to
to put it.
speak. Yeah,
So you have to do that
So-
every so often?
just the first time.
Oh.
Yeah, once it's turned on,
Oh,
we never have to do that again. Yeah. So see how it lowers the impedances? Okay. So then we're gonna go over here to programs. We're gonna go new. And then we're gonna go, so I'm gonna set some of the defaults. So the next part is I'm going to I'm gonna sit here and try to figure out what I want to do. Let's go back here. I'm gonna go here, here, here. All right. So you're going to hear some beeping sounds.
Okay.
So what we're doing is, on the electrode, there are different electrode contacts that transmit different frequencies or pitches.
Mhm.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the low pitch end, and you're going to hear some, probably more like a thumping or a buzzing noise. And then we're going to work our way up to the higher pitched electrodes, which will be the real kind of squealy, tinny sounds.
Okay.
All I need you to do at first is just tell me if you hear a sound.
Okay.
Okay? So it's kind of like the hearing test in the booth. You're just sitting there in the quiet, waiting, and then when you hear beep, 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 just, yep, I think I heard something or I felt something, but it'll be a pulsing tone or sound. Okay? Now for this part, I'm going to have you turn off the hearing aid. Okay?
Oh, because now I can't hear. Okay, have you turn the hearing aid on, or put the hearing aid on.
Okay.
Okay, so far, so good. We have simulation on all the electrodes.
Cool.
So you're hearing sound on all of them. Were the sounds different, or were they all
Yeah,
about
it
the
started
same?
off like more noticeable. In the middle, it became kind of unsure.
Mhm.
I was like, mostly I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, it was like back up to, like noticeable.
Okay, good. Now I'm going to turn the sound up. So I want to find a level that is comfortable.
Okay.
So that sort of, I'm sure I hear it, it sounds good, it sounds strong. Okay, so kind of a loud and clear kind of a thing.
Okay.
If we use the scale, this, so most of the sounds that you were listening to were kind of down here in the very soft range, right? But I'm gonna turn it up, and I want you to tell me when it gets to be about a 6.
Okay.
Okay, so somewhere in between comfortable and loud. And the first few times we do it, you might have to tell me to turn it up because you're not really sure if you're there yet. And so sometimes we have to turn it up to where it's like, oh yeah, no, that's too loud, and then we'll turn it back down.
Okay.
Okay, so as you hear the sound, just kind of point to it, or just give me a number. Just tell me the number, and
Okay.
then I'll turn it up until we hit the 6 or the
Okay.
comfortably loud.
Does he turn the hearing aid off again?
It's off.
Oh, turn it off?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. This turns the other setting. It's on the cell phone setting,
Okay,
so I can't hear anything right now.
okay,
If I get anything weird, I'll just take it out.
okay. Or you could just open the battery compartment.
Yeah.
What's that? Down here? I don't hear
Nothing.
anything. Okay.
Like a 1. Four. Five or a 6. Let's go up a little more and see if that gets higher. Still in the 6 range. 5 or 6.
Leave it there. Stop.
Let's go up one more and
Okay.
see if it's too loud. That's a 7. The next
Okay.
step down is good. Yeah. Go with that. Four-ish. Probably good right there.
Go back to the first one. Okay. Here's the first one. Here's the second.
Seem very similar. Kind of, like, right now it's kind of, like when I first get my hearing aids, you know, your sound will be loud as you're adjusting it, and it's like, kind of like that. I'm not quite at that level. It's kind of, I mean, it pulses a bit. So, I mean, it's like when I'm hearing it, it's like I'm hearing sound in the when we're doing the sound test and stuff.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I think it's right at the right level. I mean, we can always dial it back down later if we have to.
Yep.
So. Nah, kick that way up. 2 or 3. 2. I'm on a 4.
So it's all about the same.
One more. Yeah, it's 6.
So leave it.
Yeah. Like a 2. Four or 5. Yeah, That's good. That's a 6.
You're gonna go back to the first one again.
Yeah.
Here's the first one.
Yeah, now the first 2 I get kind of that vibration, kind of like I
Okay.
feel something. The
Those need
next
to come
2,
down.
I need to come down. Alright. So the 1 and 2, because 3 and 4 I don't get that. 1 and 2 I still kind of get that. You know, it's
Feeling.
not. It's just kind of like, just very subtle. It's kind of like.
Okay.
Don't know how to describe it. So maybe drop 1 and 2 down by
Mhm.
1 and then.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Okay.
They're all still in that range.
Okay, you get that pulsing?
Not real.
No?
There's a noticeable difference on number 2 when you dropped it.
Do you wanna turn the hearing aid back on? So, you said there was a noticeable difference on 2 when I dropped it. So did it take away the pulsing,
Yeah.
the sensation? Okay, and then on number 1, are you still getting any of that?
Yeah.
Feeling?
No. Number 1 and 2 are fine now.
They're fine.
Definitely noticeable. Well, definitely the same, but not without that
Good.
kind of sensation.
Okay. We want to stay away from anything where you have a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just want it to be sound.
I'm an
And-
overachiever. I just want it to be loud
Yeah.
as possible. So
Well,
I can
And over time,
hear. Mm-hmm.
we're gonna need to increase these levels. But just like you said, when you first get a new hearing aid, everything's a little loud, and this may be a little bit loud as well.
Okay.
But all of the sounds were kind of in this 4 or 5, 6 range.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the microphone,
Mm-hmm.
and so you'll hear sound through the implant that's voices.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I need you to turn the hearing aid off. But before you do, when I first turn the implant on, there'll be kind of a startup noise, just like when you boot up your computer.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a,
I
just
get it.
revving.
I get the same doot doot on
Yeah.
this hearing aid every time I poop it up too.
So this
Poop it up.
this is a little bit different. So this is more like circuit noise.
Mm-hmm.
And so for some people it's a buzz or a hum,
It's not important. Let's just do it.
and it takes about a minute
Mm-hmm.
for it to kind of subside. Okay? All right.
I'm just.
I guess
I'm
I'm
like.
turning it on.
I'm like. I have to do stuff. That's fine. Just. That's
Okay.
fine.
36
Things are about to
years.
happen. That's all I need to know.
Okay.
That's-
So hearing aid's off. Okay, good.
Oh, that was good.
Or the hearing aid is on.
You left their earbolt in her ear.
Alright. Let's turn it off.
I hope the GoPro works because
Now the hearing
Because you
aid.
just
This
broke the
came
hearing
out.
aid. You ready?
oh, I'm ready whenever.
Alright.
Okay, that's a little annoying.
Good.
Can you hear my voice? Jason? Jason? Can you hear my voice?
No.
No.
I'm still doing that boot up thing.
If I turn it up a little bit?
You don't have anyone here that can put this back in, do you?
Sure we do.
Let's do that then.
Sure we do. Okay. So my mouth is moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Actually, I hear that.
You hear that?
Yeah, it's just making the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Do you hear your voice when you talk?
No. Well, more like sensation. Like I don't hear like normally like I would like this. No, I'm hearing like it's all mechanical but I'm getting the. It takes me a second because like when you start talking, I'm reading your lips, and then I
Right.
kind of like realize that I'm hearing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm catching my voice a little bit.
Okay.
So
Okay. So it's almost like feedback. You're getting just a little
now
bit
you're
of.
really a lot clearer. You just suddenly became a lot clearer.
Okay.
Like you're
okay.
getting feedback, and yeah, once you start saying that, it's like I'm hearing the actual words.
Good. Good. Once we get through that noise, that first startup noise, then and that quiets down, then the sound starts to go with what you're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Most people have a harder time with their own voice
Mm-hmm.
because there's a little bit of a time delay between the time that you hear it, through your bones,
Yeah.
and the time you hear it through the microphone.
Okay.
And that little delay will go away after just maybe 2 or 3 days,
Okay.
and then it will get better.
Yeah.
Okay? How's the volume? Is it soft, medium, loud?
I'd say it's about medium.
About medium.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's let your mom say a few words.
I heard the laugh.
Yeah.
I heard the giggle.
And the giggle, yeah. I want you to look away and be able to hear what I
Well,
say.
not
I
today.
know.
Not
Really?
today.
Not
No,
today?
not for months.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna take a very long time for that
This
to
is
happen.
weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Multiple conversations are gonna be very difficult
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
because at first you're gonna have to see the person who's talking,
Yeah.
because what you're hearing is not sound anymore. It's
Mhm.
these electrical pulses.
Yeah.
So if people wanna talk to you, they either need to be sitting shoulder to shoulder
Yeah.
so that you can see from one to the other quickly, or agree that only one person can talk at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I start talking and then your sister starts talking, you gotta, you gotta see who's talking.
Mhm.
Okay? So now I'll let your mom talk.
But that's no different than it's been
Yeah.
for 30 years. So
Pretty much.
yeah. So we're kind of used to that.
Yeah. We lots of practice on that. No problem.
We all watch TV with the closed captioning on just because.
Yeah. We just
got
leave the
used
closed
to it.
captioning
Yeah.
on all the time.
We just
but-
leave it on. Yeah. And sometimes it's nice for me now.
Me too
When
sometimes.
I know when I miss something or
Mhm.
something else.
Can you hear your sister's voice?
Yeah. See, I couldn't understand anything you just said right there.
Right, because you were looking at your mom and I was talking.
That's why I was looking at her when you
Yeah.
started talking. I wanted
Yeah.
to see, but I couldn't. So
I was gonna have your sister say a few words and see how her voice sounds.
that's I
Love you.
couldn't even hear her.
I was
I heard the
quiet.
laugh. What?
I love you.
Love you too.
So when we first start out, the cochlear implant is just going to be, it's going to help you be a better lip reader.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's going to take months and months before you can be a more sophisticated listener. Okay, so we're going to still rely on vision. Okay, for you to be able to understand what's being said. So we're reintroducing the right ear
Mhm.
into the equation. You've been relying on your left ear alone all this time.
Okay.
So we have to kind of fire up the right ear, get it used to hearing again. So I like to think of it as the pathway between your ear to your brain is like a path through the woods that nobody walks on for a
Mhm.
long time, and it gets overgrown. All right. Well, once people start traveling that
Yeah,
pathway
take a big old
again.
machete and just clear it out.
So this is what we're doing. We're taking that machete and we're just clearing the path
Okay.
to the brain. So you'll notice every day that you'll hear more things that you didn't hear before. You may not know what they are, and things.
Well, I had that when I got this hearing aid. Like when I was still drinking Coke at the time. Literally, went home, poured a Coke on ice, and heard the fizzing, and
Right.
didn't realize what it was. I was like, because I'd had such crappy hearing aids for so long,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got these, and I'm like, what does that sound?
Mhm.
Right.
It literally took me a minute to sit
remember
there
that.
just figuring out. I'm like, there's like the pop fizzing on there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that this has been on for a couple of minutes, is the volume still comfortable?
The volume's comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a little low.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right. All right. If I turn it up a little bit more, does that sound a little bit more comfortable, or did I go too far?
That, did you go up 2 or 1?
I went up a little.
This is, I think this is the good, it might be on the borderline of a little,
Okay.
like right at the high end of 6 maybe.
Okay, if I take the edge off, is that a little better? Sometimes it might be your
It's-
voice.
It feels like you went up.
Okay, I went down 2 steps. So, but I may have changed the volume of
That's
my
weird,
voice.
because it kind of just, the higher pitches just kind of like give me that, like it's a little too loud.
Okay.
It's weird. Like what you had it before you went down to was like okay, and then you went down the 2, and then it's kind of, it felt weirder.
Okay. How does it feel now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's clearer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm hearing you without looking at your lips. I can hear the okay or the 1, 2, 3 through 10, and so that might be the way to go.
Good. For the first couple of months, it's going to be pretty critical for you to use the implant by itself as much as possible
Mhm.
without the hearing aid. That'll clear that pathway quicker
Okay.
because it's the only way that the information gets to your brain.
I just got to train my brain to hear again. Is everything I've read is as I'm hearing in a different way, and the brain's gonna kind of just figure out what to do. I've got everything in there, which
Right.
I saw one of the things is like listening to music, because you've got the whole, your brain has the same thing, so it's making those connections quicker. I don't know if that's real, but that why
That's
not?
true.
So.
Yeah, that's true. The more you can listen, the more you can practice. And I've got some information in the kit
Mhm.
that you're going to take home. It's got some websites that you can go to and do some online practice with listening.
Okay.
That'll be real helpful. But just your daily interactions with people, just talking to people,
Mhm.
is going to be the best way to get used to it.
Yeah.
And
I gotta have this on during work, but other than that, yeah.
yes, so when you're working, you'll definitely need both ears.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and put the hearing aid on and
I don't have it. Doesn't.
oh,
It's not. It came out.
okay. Any
Yeah.
chance you'd want to fix that
I can
tubing?
do
Okay. Do you know where the
Yeah.
You know where everything is. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So while she's doing that, I'm going to do just a couple of tests, because when you get a cochlear implant and we get sound in there, it automatically helps you lip read. Okay, so you notice this difference
Mhm.
already. And so if I turn it off, you'll still see my mouth moving, but there's nothing coming in.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm actually having more trouble figuring out what you're saying.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
this isn't on.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I've got it turned back on.
Mm-hmm.
And so what you can already see is, even though that sound
Mm-hmm.
isn't great, it's enough.
Yeah.
That as long as you can see the person,
Oh, that's all that hearing aid did for
Yeah.
the longest time. It was just a little bit of help for,
right?
for lip reading.
The good news about this is that it's going to get better every day.
Mhm.
Every day that you wear it, it's going
I
to
can
get
already tell
clearer.
a massive difference just from when we started this and now.
Right, from when we just turned it on and it sounded like noise,
Yeah.
and now it sounds like talking.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's that's your brain. Your brain's doing all the.
I got a
All
pretty
the
good
work.
brain, so
Yeah.
I should be,
He
That's
does.
good.
I'm going to say 6 months. You're like a year, 6 months.
Okay, 6 months. I'll give you 6 months. We're going to do some testing in 3 months. We're
Mhm.
gonna put you back in the booth and repeat some of those tests that with your right ear you couldn't,
Mhm.
you couldn't, repeat
Couldn't
the
do anything.
words in the sentences because there's wasn't enough sound there. But after 3 months, I think we're gonna find you're gonna do, really well. And that's a test where there's no lip reading. It's just listening. So, but just for me to get an idea of what you're able to hear with the implant without lip reading, I'm going to just say some words, and I'm going to ask you to repeat them. And I'm going to start out easy. I'm going to use days of the week. So I'll say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. I just want you to tell me which word I'm saying, okay? Saturday.
Saturday,
Tuesday.
Tuesday,
Monday.
Monday,
Friday.
Friday,
Sunday.
Sunday,
Wednesday.
Wednesday,
Saturday.
Saturday,
Thursday.
Thursday,
Tuesday.
Tuesday,
Monday.
Monday,
Wednesday.
Wednesday,
Friday.
Friday.
It's working.
I'm pretty happy with it, yeah.
It's working.
Yeah.
All right. Good. So that is already a great indication
Mhm.
that you can discriminate different sounds without lip reading. Now,
Mhm.
that was a closed set. There were only 7 words.
Mhm.
So that doesn't mean that you'll be able to follow running conversation if
Well, the
you
more
can't
words
see
I'm
everything.
exposed to, the more, because everything's, the same words are going to sound different, and my brain has to learn, like, it just has to make those associations, I'm guessing, It's like, if somebody's saying, like, whatever, seashells down by the seashore, whatever that whole thing is,
Yeah.
I've never, until I hear that, I don't know how to hear it this way. I get it, so,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
that's fine.
But that's a good indicator. That
Okay.
test. Got 100%. You were
I'll just
You
have to
know.
watch a ton of TV and just be like, this is all practice.
Oh, so
It is
normal? Okay.
required. That's what, when people are like, man, you're just standing around being lazy, sitting around. I'm like, I'm training.
I'm working.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm working
training.
out.
That's right.
I'm training my ear. That's right.
I have an excuse. Have you been recording the whole time? You've been recording the whole time. This is adorable.
Oh.
I run out of battery.
All 32 minutes.
I'll give her my
Okay.
No, it's
So there are a lot of features and kind of sound cleaning features of the implant that we will add as time goes on.
Mhm.
Because the program today is kind of a first step, it's kind of raw. We're just gonna let your brain work with it.
Right.
Okay? And I'm gonna show you how to use the processor, and then how to work all of the accessories.
Okay.
And then so we can kind of go from there, and we're going to have you come back, and depending on your work schedule, if we can get you back in.
I can literally make the appointment today. I
Okay.
know what my work schedule is.
Okay, good, because I'd like to have you back in about 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
Because just like the sound now is better than it was 10 minutes ago,
Mhm.
in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
things are they're gonna drop way down because the inner ear is gonna be adapted to
Mhm.
the electrical stimulation, and it's gonna be hungry for more. So we're
Okay.
gonna have to bump everything up.
Okay.
Okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to make some stronger programs so that if in a week or so you find that it's not loud enough, we can turn it up. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. It's gonna be weird hearing both of them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Yeah, not bad.
There's a
I hear it.
fire engine.
I didn't hear that until I turned this on though. So.
And it didn't start until you turned it on.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Okay. So is the hearing aid on now?
Yeah.
Okay. How do they sound together?
A little weird.
A little weird.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Little mismatch.
Kind of. Yeah. Very much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that may take, so it may actually be a little bit more of an adjustment to get used to them together. And part of it is the timing. So you're getting kind of an instant signal on the left side,
Mhm.
and you're getting a little bit of a delayed signal on the right. The delay that you have on the right will go away after just a couple of days,
Okay.
and they'll sync up a little bit better over
Okay.
time. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to make stronger programs so that if in a few days you go, oh, I've got this on, but it's not as loud as it
Mhm.
was, you're going to just switch to the second program.
Okay.
Okay? And then we can go over how all of the accessories are going to work.
Okay.
All right? Okay, I'm going to turn it off. Oh, wait, let's show Jackie. Go ahead and turn the
Oh, yeah.
hearing aid off for a second.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah, you missed.
I was
Watch
curious.
You
this.
missed it.
Mix it up a little bit. Do some.
Okay, I'll do. So we did days of the week, and he was like,
Oh, I missed it.
"Okay, I'm gonna do months."
Sure.
So that's gonna be harder.
That's fine. I can.
All right, you ready? September,
September,
June,
June,
August,
August,
January,
January.
May,
I'm gonna say May,
December,
December,
July,
July,
April, April,
didn't get that one.
April,
April,
November,
November,
February.
February.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so I made it a
So I'm
little
not
harder.
catching everything, but I
Yeah.
get the. It's like the December was easy.
Right.
The June took a second. The February, I was like, I heard the rary, and I'm like, I think the first part was Feb. So
Mhm.
January was easy because the
Right.
Jan, and then the rary is just easy. So.
Right. So what you can do if you want to just kind of go with this concept is you could have your mom or your sister just deck of cards and just go, you know, Jack of clubs, nine of diamonds, and just kind of do some listening like that.
Mhm.
So and you just kind of increase the number of items in the set.
Mhm.
You know, so we go from 7, and I just did 12. You do a deck of cards, that's
Yeah.
more. And so, and you can practice with that, or you can just say, you know, I'm
Like
gonna.
I said, I plan. I've got all 3 seasons of Vikings to watch, so I'll just pop the TV thing on there, take this hearing aid out, and just between subtitles and this, you know, that and Jessica Jones, everything on Netflix, like I said. So
Okay.
that's the idea I have. Just use a lot of the words, and
It's a good way to justify watching a lot of TV.
that's what I'm saying. You know,
I see
I
what
don't watch
you're
a lot
doing.
of TV anymore, but I need to justify it again.
Okay. All right. It's a success. Definitely. I'm going to turn it off,
Okay.
make some stronger programs, and I'm going to show you how to use it.
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
I can't hear in my ear anymore.
Right.
No, this one. It hadn't come on yet.
Does that thing just hang there like that?
Yeah, this is the microphone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it
Oh.
uses the natural
Yeah.
contours of the ear to collect sound. So it can,
Yes.
You are right.
You're pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, you can just bet he's read everything online.
Oh,
It's
well,
to help
yeah.
with this.
I might have had a mild interest in learning about this.
Yeah.
because
Only slightly.
maybe.
If you had a mild interest, you wouldn't have bothered.
You wouldn't have run down the hallway just to get here.
What'd she say?
You wouldn't have run down the hallway over the.
I might have been a little bit of a rush
Twice.
to get here today.
Yeah, he's been counting down the days.
Everybody at work's like, you know, how many more days? And I'm like,
Saturday was his birthday, so after surgery, he said he knew he had this appointment the 18th, and he said that's going to be a pretty good birthday present.
So how do you feel that your son's an android
Pretty good.
or a cyborg or whatever he calls it?
Turn your head sideways so I can see.
Yes, what? Oh.
Cool. Can you see it?
Mhm.
I just wanted to see it.
It looks cool.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a cyborg now.
That's right.
Have him turn his head again.
All hail your cyborg overlord.
Oh, bite me.
You're my mother. You have an exalted position in my new
Oh.
life.
Have him turn his head again.
Turn your head again. Megan wants to see that.
Pick up. See,
Yeah,
I can't
she's like,
stand
stand up.
You
There
can
we-
walk over here.
There we go.
Come on over.
Get a picture for Carla. There it is. Yay.
Say,
We texted on the way over.
all hail your new cyborg overlord. Oh, I'm
Oh
sorry.
my lord.
I was trying to be like that right level.
You're telling me.
Now we've all passed out.
Oh.
Oh my
Nice.
I was
lord.
trying to be like, was that
Do
loud?
not give the audiologist a heart attack.
It wasn't as loud as you
Yeah,
usually
see.
are, but we weren't expecting.
Sorry, I won't be doing outbursts like that.
We should have known. Woo.
Ugh.
Now that we've all had a mini.
Okay.
Mini heart
Any
attack.
heart attack.
Okay.
I apologize for the, several months I probably just took off your lives.
You bet.
It was worth it. One of the first things I'm gonna do is fund like massive healthcare, advances.
Oh my.
Oh, when you're.
gosh.
Yeah, cyborg overlord and everything.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
Okay. Lord. Can you turn off the talking?
After
You know what?
39 years, you
you know
haven't
what
found
I-
a way to do that.
You know what I think is funny? Is she said that you have to be listening to things, so you can't do all the talking now.
I
Haha.
really do. Despite
Oh.
being this hard of hearing, I am an excellent listener.
I call bull hockey.
I'm not saying I don't or can't talk.
Okay, we should be quiet because she's trying to work.
Yeah.
Oh
So are
my.
we the most amusing family you have?
Most annoying
Absolutely.
family.
She's so diplomatic. Absolutely, just an immediate, absolutely no hesitation whatsoever.
I vote annoying.
Yeah, I almost believe her. Yeah, that had a pretty good grip when he popped off the magnet. Felt like he had a pretty good grip.
Should be on now.
Yeah. Oh, it didn't do that little weird beeping sound at the beginning, like that whole long startup process.
Right, that's just the first time
Okay.
that we turn it
Oh,
on.
that was the inside thing you're doing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, I'm gonna program this one. This is your backup.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to show you how to use everything. Would you mind seeing if you could locate a battery in the kit? Pop it on the charger real quick so we can just do the.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Demo.
He's a quick learner. I don't think we need to do that.
Okay.
Okay. So, when you did that thing and I jumped.
Yeah.
I actually had a patient. It was his second ear. So he had his first implant, and he had his second implant. His wife was here, and I had a student here. And I was doing the magnet thing, getting the
Yeah.
magnet hooked up, and he went, ah, like that, like I shocked him. Took about 6 years off my life. He thought it was funny. I did not. I was like, that's it.
Get out.
No hookup for you today, buddy.
Get out. Come back.
I was curious about do you charge them?
Yeah,
The
they're,
Yeah, the batteries. So the
That big
batteries.
thing
yeah,
you
these
put
are
on.
all rechargeables.
Yeah.
Although I got one that takes 2 of the batteries I use for this. But both those batteries will be dead in 3 days.
Yeah. So you're
That's why I got the rechargeable batteries, because these last 10 or 20 hours.
I will tell you as
Soon as I
find out.
I
Right.
no, I had that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if they were 10 hours apiece, and that's why I wanted at least two, so I had 20 hours for the day, or if they were 20 hours apiece.
that'd be nice.
So the batteries will last
Cause I got the biggest batteries.
Yeah.
They don't care about
Right,
hiding it or anything.
yeah.
The Compilot's on 50. Is that where you want to start? 50%.
Oh, now you tell me.
I saw it pop up there and
Now you can go. Where are we getting into?
no, bye.
She's sitting here thinking, oh, everybody just get the hell out.
I know.
Get out.
Alright.
I don't know if that's where you want to start at 50 or if you want to pop that.
Okay.
That's not that big of a change.
No, it's not. Okay, so what Jackie has very kindly pointed out to me is something that I forgot to do. So the Compilot, so the streaming
Mm-hmm.
system,
Oh, yeah.
the Compilot, we can set the mixing ratios between what you get through the streamer and what you get through the environmental microphone.
Okay.
So when you're watching TV, you probably still want to have some awareness of what's going on around you, in addition to, now your hearing aid's going to provide that
Yeah.
as well. So the mixing ratios for the Compilot can be 50-50, 75-25, or 100-0. Okay? And we can set those however you want. So 75-25 will give you mostly what you're streaming, but still awareness of sound around you. So, and if you're doing this without the hearing